Today we are going to read two sections from Soil Erosion and How to Prevent It. The value of soil. The hard rocky surface of Earth is covered with an amazing material. It is a layer of crushed rock and organic or nature-made material called soil. Soil is only a thin layer, but it is vital for life on our planet. Moving around. Soil does not always stay in one place. Wind, water, and ice carry soil from one place to another. This is called erosion. Erosion is a natural process, but humans can cause erosion too. Without enough soil, an area can become empty of plant and animal life. This can mean the difference between humans having enough food to eat and starvation. Soil and food. Soil is home to millions of life forms. Many of them are tiny, such as bacteria and types of fungi, algae, and simple animals. This microlife is necessary to process nutrients or food materials in the soil and make them available for plants. All animals depend on plants, either by eating them directly or by feeding on plant eaters. Plants are the beginning of all food chains or feeding networks. Soil itself is made up of layers. Plants grow in topsoil, the uppermost layer. Cleaning up. Soil also works as a storage system and water filter. As rainwater seeps down through soil, some of it gets trapped between the particles or tiny pieces of soil. There it is stored until used by soil creatures and plants, or it disappears as the soil dries out. Anything floating in the water is also trapped by the soil. The deeper the water goes, the more floating material is removed. The water that reaches rock beneath the soil is clean and clear. The clean water flows downhill in streams. A plant's root network spreads through the soil. Deep down. Roots help anchor plants in the ground. Roots also hold soil in place. Without the root system of trees, bushes, crops, and other plants, soil is easily eroded. Rainfall and gravity, the force that pulls everything downward, can cause landslides and mudslides, endangering villages and towns. How soil is made. The surface of the earth is always changing. Mountain building and volcanoes rise and break up the land. Water, wind, and ice wear it down again. Rock breaking. As soon as new rock is formed, weather begins breaking it down. Big bits of rock break off and fall or are carried downhill by streams, winds, or glaciers. The big rocks become smaller. Eventually, a layer of pebbles, stones, gravel, and minerals gather. Minerals contain chemicals that we use, such as metals and those that are nutrients for life forms. This is a picture of rock climbing. Soil facts. It can take 3,000 to 12,000 years to make soil mature or reach enough in nutrients for farming. Soil develops faster in areas that are warm and wet rather than cold and dry. This is an image of earthworms in soil. Life forms appear. Mosses and lichens are usually the first organisms or living things to grow on rocky surfaces. They attract micro-life that decomposes or breaks down any living things that die. The organic material they create, known as humus, makes it possible for other plants to grow. The plants attract soil animals such as worms and insects. Their body wastes add to the organic material. Eventually, a thick covering of soil forms. Soil helpers. Creatures that live underground also help build up soil. Insects shred and tear apart dead leaves and stems. Earthworms and ants moving through the soil transport materials from the surface down deep into the ground. On the move. Soil that is made mostly of sand or silt erodes more quickly than clay-rich soil. Particles of sand and silt are much bigger than those of clay. They are more easily blown or washed away. Sand dunes in the desert can be blown as much as 165 feet or 50 meters in a day. Water flowing downhill carries with it grains of all sizes, shapes, and colors.